The NFL season is right around the corner. 2 days away to be exact, and I'm here to give you my picks for week 1 in the NFL against the spread. So here we go. Game 1, we got Steelers at the Patriots, the Thursday night game at 8:30. Tom Brady just got off that, he peeled that suspension. Of course he won it because he's the NFL's poster boy. He can do no wrong. But in this game here, they are favored by 6.5. They're not going to cover that. Steelers are going to keep it close, within 3 or 4 points. So I pick New England to win, but Steelers to cover. Okay, next we got the Packers in Chicago to play the Bears. Even though Green Bay lost Cobb and Nelson to injury, I'd still take the Packers over the Bears. The line is 4 points. Aaron Rodgers can throw to, crash test dummies out there in the outfield, on the field there, and they'll still make plays for him. He's just one of the best quarterbacks in the game right now. I like Packers to cover the 4 points. Now we got Chiefs at Texans. Texans are favored by 2 here, and I like the Chiefs to go into Houston and beat the Texans, because I don't think Texans are going to prove anything this year. They got J.J. Watt, and that's pretty much it. Arian Foster. But I like the Chiefs. They have a good, solid core, good defense. So they'll win that game. Next, we got Cleveland in the New York Jets. And the Jets are favored, I believe, by 1.5. This is an ugly game to pick. I don't know who's going to win. I don't really care who's going to win, but if I had to choose someone, I go Jets. Why not? I'll pick Jets 1.5. They're at home. Play for on the home crowd. Why not? I'll pick Jets 1.5. Okay, now we got Indy in Buffalo. Buffalo improved a lot during the offseason. The Colts are just improving with their star-studded cast of players. This is going to be actually a great game to watch. Indy and Buffalo. I'm taking Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts to cover the 3 points and then some in Buffalo. Then we got Miami in Washington. Miami is 2.5-point favorites because the situation in Washington is ugly. RG3 not starting. Kirk Cousins is starting. So I like Miami to win that game at least by 2.5. The 2.5, the spreads, they'll cover that, no problem. They can cover our field goal. Okay, up next we got Panthers at Jaguars. Now, the Panthers are the 3.5-point favorites here. And I don't see Jacksonville doing any better than they have the past few seasons. Cam Newton's just getting better. And with his passing game and his running game, Jacksonville will have no chance of stopping him. So I'll take the Panthers 3.5 in Jacksonville, no problem. Up next, we got the Seattle Seahawks in St. Louis to take on the Rams. And Seattle is a 3.5-point favorite, and they'll cover that no problem, no questions asked. They got a huge bolster to their offense by signing Jimmy Graham. I don't even sign him a trade for him, but anyways, that was just a huge weapon now they have on offense for Russell Wilson, aside with Marshawn Lynch already. So I look for Seattle to win, but at least 7 here. 3.5 is a very, very nice present for the Week 1 bettors. So yeah, Seattle by 3.5 at least in St. Louis. Then we got the Saints at the Cardinals, and the Cardinals in English are 2.5-point favorites. Now, they lost Jimmy Graham to Seattle, but I think the Saints can still beat the Cardinals. I don't know. This is a pick'em game for me. This is a weird game. I don't like the Cardinals. I don't like the Saints. Okay, sorry guys. Sorry there. Okay, I don't like the Cardinals. I don't like the Saints, but I'm leaning towards New Orleans for some reason here. They're 2.5-point underdogs. I'll take that. I'll take the Saints to beat the Cardinals in Arizona. Up next, we got the Detroit Lions in San Diego. The Chargers are 1.5-point favorites. The Chargers are only favorite when they're at home. Now, for some reason, they're a completely different team when they're home, but on the road they're just a horrendous team, and that's why the line is favoring San Diego. But I'm going to take the Detroit Lions. They have a nice young team. Calvin Johnson, Stafford. They can beat the Chargers because Phillip Rivers, once you get 1 interception, 2 interceptions early, you know he's hot-headed, he's heated. He'll throw a game away, no problem. So I'm going to take the Detroit Lions to go into San Diego and beat the Chargers. Up next, we got the Tennessee Titans in Tampa Bay to play on the Bucs. And the Bucs are 3-point favorites. And I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because I don't really know much about these teams, but I know the Buccaneers are an up-and-coming team in San Diego. In Tennessee, or they haven't really done much lately. I don't know who they have on their team, if anybody. I guess Jake Locker, yeah, and that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go with Tampa Bay in this one. And to cover the 3 points, for sure. Bengals at Raiders. The Bengals are a 3-point favorite in Oakland, but who isn't a 3-point favorite in Oakland at least? Because Oakland is just a horrendous team. They've been horrendous for a very long time now. And Cincinnati should steamroll over the Raiders by at least 7, 8, 9 points in this one. So, yeah, for sure. I'm taking Cincinnati at least by 3 in Oakland. Next, we got the Baltimore Ravens going to Denver to play on Peyton Manning, the greatest quarterback of all time, and his Denver Broncos. Now, the Broncos are a 4.5-point favorite, and they should be able to cover that, I think. I'm not trying to be a fanboy here, but they should cover that no problem. Up next, we have a nice, very juicy game here. We got Giants at the Cowboys. Always a great matchup between these two teams. Eli Manning always does well against the Cowboys. And here the Cowboys are a 5.5-point favorite, which I think is kind of high. Kind of high. If Dallas does win, it won't be by 6. It'll probably be by 3. But I can even see the Giants win this game just because they got Odell Beckham, the cover boy on this game of Madden 16. He took the world by storm last year, and he's going to continue into this year. With Eli Manning throwing to him, it's going to be a monster year. But for this week, I can see the Giants beating the Cowboys. But I'll play it safe. The Cowboys will not cover 5.5 points. So I'll take the Giants plus 5.5. Next, we got the Eagles at the Falcons. Now, the Eagles just let everyone go over the offseason. And somehow they're still 1.5-point favorites in Atlanta, where they have Matty Ice, Matt Ryan, who's just tortures teams when he's at home. Completely different player on the road, but at home he's really, really good. But for some reason, I'm going to take Philly because Chip Kelly got something under his sleeve, and I think they can do well with the team they have. So I'm going to take the Eagles minus 1.5 in Atlanta. And finally, we got Minnesota at San Francisco. San Fran is a 3.5-point favorite. I don't know how, because all they have is Colin Kaepernick, and that's pretty much it. But the Vikings, they don't have anybody else, because Andrew Peterson, pretty much was in jail. Pretty close, but we'll see if he gets reinstated one of these days. But Minnesota at San Fran, I don't know. Week 1, these games, you just don't know with these teams because everything's new, everything's fresh. You can't just go by what's on paper. You got to see what happens on the field. So, I'm just going to throw it. I'm taking San Fran. I'll pick San Fran to cover the 3.5 points. Why not? I don't know what I'm doing, but we'll see how it goes. So, there it is, guys. Those are my picks for Week 1. Let's see how we do. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want some more of these picks. Thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy.